Hi, welcome to a video on the time value of money concepts. Now, because of time limitations, this course is going to concentrate on the time value of money concepts that are frequently applied in accounting and financial reporting. There are many other business problems that can be informed using time value of money, TVM concepts. If you have any questions about time value of money related questions that go beyond the scope of the course, please ask me. I enjoy answering such questions and have done so frequently over the years. These questions are like solving little puzzles. There are three common technologies available to you for carrying out time value of money related tasks. The time value of money tables, the financial functions in Excel, and the financial functions in your handheld calculators, such as the Texas Instruments TI Business Analyst or the HP Hewlett-Packard Business Calculator. I have produced the time value of money tables by programming the time value of money formulas in Excel. These files are made available to you in the Learning Management System. Please print them at your convenience and download them for use both in this course and beyond. So time value of money concepts, let's take a closer look. Again, they're useful in informing business decisions of all type. Time value of money concepts are often required in accounting and finance when valuing assets and liabilities for financial reporting purposes and, of course, also for investment purposes. Time value of money tasks can involve present or future values of sums, a single amount, and or present or future values of annuities. Talk about what annuities are in a moment. Present value or future value of a sum pertains to one amount at some point in time. So let's take down the key points here. One amount, some point in time. Future value of an annuity, well, that's future or present value of annuity. Annuity is a series of payments of an equal amount occurring at a fixed interval. So, for example, interest payments are an example of an annuity. Same amount occurring periodically at the exact same interval of time. Now, you'll see two types of annuities, ordinary annuity and annuity due. An ordinary annuity it's said to be an ordinary annuity if the first payment occurs at the end of the first period. Annuity due, the beginning of the first period is where the first payment occurs. Hence, due, it's due today. Most accounting and financial reporting applications, I will acknowledge, involve present value calculations. So we will have a little bit more concentration on present value calculations in here, but we'll have some future value as well, and you'll do plenty of them in other courses. All right, now, so here, let's look at the key variables we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the future value amount, a present value amount, the number of periods, N, and the appropriate interest rate, I. If you know any of three of these, you can solve for the fourth. Here's a summary of the formulas and the tools available to you. For the future value of a sum, the future value of that sum is equal to the present value of that sum multiplied by the amount 1 plus the interest rate raised to the n, the number of periods. The present value of a sum, if you know the future value of a sum, you divide that by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the number of periods involved. Using Excel, the future value of a sum, you say equal future value. Use the future value function, equal future value, and then you put in the rate, the number of periods, a payment amount, if applicable, that's an annuity. then the present value of that amount, and the type. I'll talk about what the type is in a moment. If you want the present value is the rate, appropriate rate, the number of periods, the payment if there's an annuity involved, the future value of the sum, and then type. So here's a couple of notes. Payment refers to the amount of any annuity. Payment is 0 in the case of the present value of just a sum, or the future value of just a sum. In some instances, there will be both an annuity amount and a sum amount. For example, an interest-bearing bond will feature both. No problem. It's easy to take care of. Type is only relevant if there's an annuity payment involved. So let's defer the discussion of type down to the annuity discussion. And that's here. Present value and future value of an annuity. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, let's talk about using the time value of money tables. The time value of money future value table. There, you know the present value. You want to know the future value. Well, it's equal to that known present value multiplied by the future value table factor for n periods at I interest rate. If you know the future value of the sum and you want to know what's the present value of that sum, you multiply that known future value times the present value table factor for n periods at I interest rate. So the present value is going to be a number less than 1 because we're discounting from future value to present value. And then there's the annuities. For the formulas, they're easily discernible, but I didn't put them here because they're a little complex looking. If you're interested, look into my programmed cells in the Excel file I've made available to you. And you can see the formulas. And if you're a talented algebra scholar, you'll be able to see how they're calculating, how they work. To use the Excel function to get the future value or the future value or present value of an annuity, you have equal. So we're using the future value function for the future value of an annuity, equal FV, future value. You put in the interest rate, the appropriate interest rate, the number of periods involved, the amount of the annuity, the payment, any present value, any amount today, and then the type. And again, we'll talk about the type in a moment. For the present value of an annuity, you put in, again, the appropriate interest rate, the number of periods, the amount of the annuity payment, any future value at the end, and then the type. So here's our notes. Payment is the amount of the annuity. That's what that refers to. The type is 0 if it's an ordinary annuity, and you input 1 for an annuity due. There's a little trick for remembering this, at least it works for me. You can remember this because the 0 type is for an ordinary, you type in 0 if you want an ordinary annuity. Well, 0 kind of looks like an O, and that reminds you of the ordinary annuity. You type in 1 if you want an annuity due. Think of that as payment occurring on day 1. I just thought of that. No extra charge. And then you can use the time value of money tables for annuities. The future value of an annuity is the amount of the payment multiplied by the table factor for the future value of an ordinary annuity for n periods at I interest rate. The present value of an annuity is the amount of that annuity multiplied by the present value of an ordinary annuity table factor for end periods and I interest rate. If it's an annuity due, you're doing the same thing, but you're using the annuity due table factors. And again, payment here refers to the amount of the annuity payment. Okay, in the next video, we will apply these and do some cases. I'll see you there. Thanks for your concentration. Have a great day.